What's the word? It's your boy Kilo G, and it's about to pop off. We got another episode of Principles of Prosperity in the building. You know what I mean? And this is gonna be one of my. I love this episode. You feel me? Because we're gonna be dealing with the mind. You feel me? We're gonna be talking about cognitive behavior therapy this episode. You feel me? CBT. This is what's gonna heal the hood. We trying to heal the hood. That's what I want to do. I just want dudes to get it right mentally, physically, and emotionally. We need this. We don't know who's suffering from mental problems, and the mental health is very real. We don't know who's suffering, so the more we know, the more we can spread about it. That's what our people need for each other. We got to spread this information. This is the stuff that we need. This is the stuff that's going to heal our minds so we can break generational curses and literally build generational wealth. If you down with that, then you need to tap in. If you're really trying to break generational curses and build generational wealth, I need you to tap in. Like, I need you to tap in right now. For real. Like, this is what we need to do. I'm not going to do too much talking until we after the video. I want to show you. I want to bring up my receipts so that y'all can see what I'm talking about, what CBT is, cognitive behavior therapy. Let's get to it. Business.
Behavioral therapy, it became clear that I was having a lot of negative and irrational thoughts that did not match up to facts. I would say things such as, my boss hates me, she's always giving me more work, I'll never get that raise. I'd like to hang out with my friends, but I'll just bum everyone out. I don't want them to get mad at me. I used to see things as one big mess. I'd look at my house and get overwhelmed. I'd say to myself, I'm such a slob, I can't handle this. I was quick to call myself names, believe the worst of myself, and downplay any positive parts of my life. I'd get discouraged and avoid dealing with my problems. Cognitive behavioral therapy helped me learn how to rethink and reevaluate how I saw the world. CBT taught me how my negative thoughts would team up with strong emotions and shut me down to further depress me.
You see that right there? Did you hear what he just said? Let's bring that back real quick because that was some game. That's what you got to
To rethink and reevaluate how I saw the world. CBT taught me how my negative thoughts would team up with strong emotions and shut me down to further depress me. I can see
your negative thoughts will team up with your strong emotions and shut you down and have you in a depressed state of mind. That's powerful. We need to do this. I need people to tap in because your negative thoughts with your strong emotions will make you depressed and shut down physically, mentally, and emotionally. So we got to learn how to reverse this. We got to learn how to fix this because this is a problem that's going on in the neighborhood. This is how we stop all the unnecessary problems that we have in the neighborhood. For real, for real. So we got to get
clearly now that I was regularly interpreting most things in my life in a very negative manner. By learning to recognize extreme negative thinking, I was able to change my thoughts.
So there's people that look at the glass half full and the glass half empty. You got to be able to realize what kind of person you are. Do you want to look at the glass half empty or are you going to look at the glass half full? Come on, we got to get to the positive thoughts because manifestation is real. So the negative thoughts is only going to create negative things for you. The positive thoughts are going to create positive things for you. So we got to shift our people from these negative thoughts to the positive thoughts so we can have some more positive things happen in our community. For real, let's get to it.
Into positive statements such as, my boss gives me the important tasks because she believes in me. I know I can handle things. Taking this approach gave me the confidence to talk to my boss about getting a raise. We had a great discussion and she told me the steps I could take to advance my career. Little by little, my therapist helped me realize the unproductive thoughts and behaviors I was creating. CBT also refocused me towards problem-solving techniques. I began facing my fears using positive reinforcement techniques, and in time, I started to calm myself on my own. They're my friends, they love me. Being myself is all they've ever wanted. Cognitive behavioral therapy helped me learn how to stop attacking myself and instead think more productively. By changing my thoughts and setting logical goals, things started to get easier to manage. I learned to see things as individual parts that I dealt with one at a time. Just start with the clothes, and when that's done, move on to the dishes. Just a little at a time and you'll get it done. By taking ownership of my feelings and thoughts, my behaviors changed for the better. At times, I didn't think my symptoms would get better, but I kept going. I fought back.
I see something that he said again. I want y'all to hear this shit again.
You'll get it done. By taking ownership of my feelings and thoughts, my behaviors changed for the better.
By taking ownership of my feelings and thoughts, my behaviors changed for the better. You got to take ownership of your own thoughts, your own feelings, and turn that negative to a positive. You got to take ownership. You got to take your thoughts and turn them from negative to positive. You got to learn how to be optimistic. That's why we got to learn what optimistic is, for real. Like, I want y'all dudes to know what optimistic is and pessimistic too, so that you can know the difference between the two and when you're on which one and either side of it. Let's get to this money. Let's get to it. We breaking generational curses today. On this podcast, we breaking generational curses today. I promise y'all that.
At times, I didn't think my symptoms would get better, but I kept going. I fought back. I stopped allowing myself to use negative thinking about myself to go unchecked. I've taken a fearless inventory of myself, and through hard work, I've been clearer in my thoughts and feelings. I'm proud to say that I am on the road to taking my life back. The cognitive behavioral therapy skills I learned, along with my medication, have helped me to put the pieces together. It's not always easy, but I now know that I can take the steps to handle problems when they come along. By learning more about CBT and how it can help me, I feel more put together and healthy. That's something to feel good about.
Oh yeah, I'm dealing with that.
Now
I'm messing with that. Like, you feel me? I'm dealing with that. CBT, cognitive behavior therapy. CBT, cognitive behavior therapy. We got to shift our mindset. Word up. We got to change our perspective. We got to be more optimistic. We got to be more positive. There's some people that I know that just talk down on themselves all day. They need to think more positive. I need y'all to think more positive. Y'all gonna do it. You gonna make it. There's no pressure. There's no pressure in this. There's no rush. One thing at a time. You gotta start where you at. You gotta start where you at. You feel me? But you gotta start where you at. Not where nobody else at. Not where she's at. Not where he's at. Nobody can help you in your mind. You can only help yourself. But we have to show. I could give you the light. I could give you some food to help feed your mind. But you gotta think, you gotta learn how to change your negative situation and make it a positive situation, for real. For real. This is principles of prosperity, for real. And when I mean principles of prosperity, it's not just about getting a bag. It's not just about, being rich. It's about breaking the generational curses and building the generational wealth. So how do we do that? We gotta definitely tap into our thoughts. We got to tap in and see if we're thinking negative. When we think negative, we got to control them. When I'm feeling negative, we got to control that. It's all a feeling, but you got to take one thing at a time and handle your business where you at. Some people could do more than one thing at a time, but you got to see where you at with it. You got to take care of what's good for you at that moment. Use your mind. Be creative with your mindset. Cognitive behavior therapy. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.